In this video, I'm going to show you how to replace the front brake hoses on this Ram 1500. Let's get into it. Now we're going to remove the wheel. I'm going to use a 22mm socket, take the lug nuts off. Remove the wheel. I'm going to loosen up the banjo bolt. This is a 11mm socket. Sometimes the original ones are 15mm sockets. Loosen that up. Make sure you have a drain bucket underneath. Once you see a little bit of fluid, I'm just going to snug it up just slightly, just so it stops leaking. Before you start, make sure there's plenty of fluid in the brake reservoir. Pop the ABS wire off here. Slide that to the side. Using a 12mm line wrench, I'm going to loosen up the brake line right here. All right, we get that loose. Before we take this off, we're going to take this bolt out. Use a 13mm socket, take that bolt out. Now I'll take the line off. If the bracket keeps spinning, you could put the bolt back in temporarily. Just get that started. And there we go, pop that off. Use the 11mm socket, take the banjo bolt out. There should be 2 seals, take those seals off. We have the 2 new seals. One goes on the bolt first, and slide the bolt through the hose, and the other seal goes right there. Get that started on the caliper. Snug that up and line this side up. Get this started. And before we tighten that down, take the bolt, get that in. We'll snug this down. And we can tighten down the line. And tighten that down. If you can torque that, you want to torque that to 22 foot-pounds. Torque the banjo bolt to 27 foot-pounds. Now take the ABS wire and secure that to the retainer. Take some brake parts cleaner. Clean down that area. Make sure after you go for a road test, double check, make sure there's no fluid coming from that area. Before you start bleeding the brakes, you want to top off the brake fluid reservoir. Just take the cap off. You can wipe it off with a rag using the correct brake fluid. Just top it off up to the full line. Put the cap on. And now you can bleed the brakes. Now we're going to bleed the brakes. I'm just going to pop this bleeder cap off. Just pull that off. I'm going to use a hose and a 10mm wrench. Put the hose over the bleeder after you get the wrench on. Then I'll open this up. And you're going to need an assistant. And you want to, with this open, we'll have the assistant push down. Go ahead, push down on the pedal, slowly. And then I'm going to close this up. We didn't get any fluid yet. Go ahead, let up. And then I'll open it again. Go ahead, push down. There we go, we got a little bit of fluid. Okay, once we get fluid, we'll close that up. Okay, let up. Now I'm going to have you pump it slowly. Just do it about 3 times.
Holding.
And we'll have them hold the pedal and we'll open it. We can see some air coming out. And then close it. All right, go ahead, pump it. pumping the brake pedal 3 more times. And open the valve, open the bleeder, a little less air, close it again. Go ahead, pump it. And hold it. Less air there, close it. We'll do it one more time. Go ahead, pump. And hold it. A little bit more air. We'll do it one more time. Close it up. Go ahead, pump. And hold it. Still more air. All right, let up. Go ahead, pump it. And hold it. All right, that was good. No more air there. So we'll close it up. And if you do any of the other brake calipers, you can move on to those and bleed those the same way. Take this off. Make sure it's snug. That's good. And put the cap on. And move on to the other ones. After you're done, double check the brake fluid level and adjust accordingly. And install the wheel. Put the lug nuts on. And tighten those down. Now we're going to torque the lug nuts to 130 foot-pounds in a cross pattern to tighten the wheel down evenly. Go around again, double check.
When only the best will do, demand TRQ. The only company that lets you view before you do. TRQ is committed to offering the highest quality aftermarket auto parts that are engineered for peace of mind. Thanks for using and viewing with TRQ.